Okay, now we are live. Chat, let us know if you see any issues with Gareth's camera, because it looks fine to me. He's complaining he's complaining it looks strange in it, but that's just Gareth's face. I had to try to explain that
Might
to
be
him.
the double Jim Beam.
Let us know if Gareth looks a bit odd. Let us know, but he should look fine. He looks fine my end. So,
all right, I always look fine up your end, so I look fine on proper YouTube. So there we go.
We are here to count down randomly the top 92 action movies of the 1980s, because it's one of those websites. It doesn't really matter, it's just I don't pay too much, not prioritizing the ranking too much until you get towards the top 30. Anything beyond that is kind of like, it's just a case of like we can just have a little chat about some of the movies we like from the 80s. You can actually break this list down into like Gen X's votes versus millennials' votes and men's votes and women's. I can't imagine many women voting for this. I just did the blanket for everyone to give us more of a general idea of what people like. But
good idea.
What's up, Sean? Nobody's answered. I'm assuming you look at your camera's fine because nobody.
Well, I can see myself down here. I double checked, and I look all right. But on my end, I'm purple and green.
So before we get into the list, what movie would you place at number one in terms of the greatest action movie of the 1980s? And it's a quite tricky one because if you're talking about all. I mean, I'd be tempted to put the Terminator, but is Terminator sci-fi action? Is it's not an all-out action movie? Is it? Having said that, Predator as well is sci-fi action.
Yeah. Well, yes, I'm agreeing with Sean because Raiders is probably going to be in the. Has to be. Top three. Certainly.
I did change the thumbnail for the because I just literally, I just quickly had a quick browse of it without going into too much. And I just saw those films. I was like, when I'd done the thumbnail, I was like, they're sci-fi. They're more sci-fi. I mean, they're still action movies, but they're still all like sci-fi movies. I know. Well, that'll be in the list though. There's got action elements.
That's a slim list then. I guess it's not taking into account B movies. So
there's going to be some B movies on this list. Obviously, if you've got 92 films, then there's going to be a few B movies knocking about, and probably a few foreign movies as well. I'll probably do like usual format. Probably cover about 20 movies, then jump into the chat. Cover 20 movies, jump back into the chat. But anyway, let me share my screen, and then we can get going. That's not what I'm meant to do. Presents, isn't it? Share screen.
Yeah, just. Be careful what you are presenting. Any open tabs or incognito pages you open.
There's nothing there. So can you see that?
Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So rather randomly, 92 movies. But maybe there is only 92 action movies in the 1980s. A lot of these. Well, not. I'm going to say you've probably seen about 98% of these films. I'm going to say I've probably seen about 70%.
Oh,
I reckon there's going to be a few films on this list that I've never even heard of.
Okay, what about this one?
Number 90. Well, number 90, we've got The Wraith. I've seen The Wraith. Recently, actually. Only recently. It's one of those films that somehow escaped my attention back in the day. The fact that Charlie Sheen's in it, I'd never seen it up until recently. It was just
the fact Charlie Sheen's in it, though he isn't, is he? He's barely in it.
No, but I mean, he's still. The fact that they use his name front and center, going from obviously when Charlie Sheen became a breakout star. If you look at, even look at the cast list there, Charlie Sheen is like front and center compared to like
Clint Howard and Randy Quaid.
Is like, and Sherilyn Fenn, who was obviously went on to do Twin Peaks as well. So obviously, a couple of
before fame. Yeah, well done, Ian.
Number 91, we have got Sheen, and now I've never heard of this film. Tanya Roberts is in it, which is like
it's a PG film.
Looks like it's going to be.
She gets nude,
but looking at it, I'm guessing it's something similar to Beastmaster, which he was also the main star in with Mark Singer from like a similar time.
She's in Africa protecting the wildlife that she grew up with, and I guess there's some action in it.
But I've never even heard of this film. But if Tanya Roberts is in it, I'm down because Tanya Roberts back in the 80s.
She does some nude bathing.
Well, I'm definitely going to have to check that one out. Number 90, we got Leviathan just sneaking in 1989. But
I guess it's one of those sci-fi horror than action.
Well, this is one of those, you got The Abyss, Leviathan, Deep Star 6. They all came out around the same time. That was like, I don't know whether which movie came first. I mean, I think Deep Star 6 is 90, if I remember rightly. It is Deep Star. Is it not Deep Star? No, it's not Deep Star 6. Is it called Deep Star 6?
Yeah, that's
that the Star Trek show?
John Cunningham
What was the Star Trek show?
Deep Space Nine.
Star Trek? Deep Space Nine. Deep Star. I can't fucking. Yeah, I think. But I don't know whether this came out before The Abyss or after The Abyss, and it was a.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it was a. I'm not gonna say it was a quick cash grab, because if they both came out the same year, they couldn't have been aware of, like, it's probably just coincidence. But I'm guessing they basically looked at the success of Aliens in '86 and thought, you know what, we're going to do Aliens but underwater, and it's just like a logical sort of progression. And so that's where you got that slew of films. But Amanda Pay's is hot as fuck in this film.
Oh yeah,
she's just like, yeah. I mean, Peter Weller obviously coming
up. Tell her no nudity.
Eddie Hudson's in this film, which I totally forgot. Yeah,
yes. Bob Bassett gets surprised right to the end and then gets killed lamely.
Yeah. 89, The Killer. Yeah,
oh, hang on, the John Woo one.
Yeah, well, I mean, my friend was like bang into like these Hong Kong action movies back in the early 90s. So I always remember this, Hard Boiled, and the Better Tomorrow films.
Yeah,
just the insane amount of, like, shootings. It's just like, I've been to Hong Kong, and I don't think Hong Kong is really like that. I just think it's just a false portrayal of like what goes on, because Hong Kong seems to be a very like polite, civilized place.
Exactly. Well, I guess like, I'm into the back alleys. But yeah.
I certainly
don't. Yeah, this is the one where the girl gets blinded by him and he takes care of her. Yeah, and there's a big shootout. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, I've seen that one.
Number 88, we've got a Better, as we were saying, Better Tomorrow. I don't remember. I don't remember which, because The Killer, Better Tomorrow, Hardball, they all kind of merge into one for me. So I can't forget which. Yeah. I mean, this is an old. I always thought A Better Tomorrow was.
Fight happens in what?
I mean, this is 86. I didn't know this was such an old film. This is probably one of the.
No, I thought that was 89.
Hong Kong action movies. Yeah, because I think Hard Boiled is like 1990. I think.
Yeah, they get.
But I'm guessing Chow Yun Fat was just the go-to guy. Yeah, but like Chow Yun Fat is just obviously. We need an action star in a Hong Kong movie. We'll get Chow Yun Fat. It's just.
Yes.
So 88 Better. So 87, we have got City on Fire, another Chow Yun Fat movie. I don't know how they've all ended up around the same place, but I've not seen City on Fire. So
yeah, all of these 4 is it so far? I have seen, but not recently.
Yeah. I don't know a damn thing about this film, apart from the fact that Chow Yun Fat's in it. But 86 Invasion USA.
Hey,
I would like to see this a little bit higher. I would like to see this a little bit higher, but I would have Red Dawn will be higher than this.
13th,
yeah, I would have Red Dawn will be higher than this, though. Very similar films, both 85 as well.
Can't get.
I'm not the biggest Chuck Norris fan, to be fair. I love Silent Rage because it's kind of like the closest he ever came to do a slasher movie, but I don't know. I was never really on Hellbound. I've not seen that.
The Hero and the Terror. At least 2 other horror films he's done.
Were they 80s movies?
No, they were 90s though.
Oh, I'm not watching a Chuck Norris 90s film. That's not happening. For me, Chuck. It's like I won't watch a Steven Seagal film after like 1995, and I won't watch a Chuck Norris film after like 1990.
Might just get sidekicks then.
85. We've got To Live. Now this should be a lot higher. To Live and Die Now. It's a great movie.
It's a thriller, and there's a chase in it, but action film, you say?
Well, it's Well, I mean, I didn't make the rules for this. I'm guessing that they're quite sort of fast and loose with the.
Well, it's going to be Strike Commando 2 at 3, Strike Commando 1 at 2, and then Raiders at number 1. So there you go. That's my prediction.
Well, you're gonna all three Indiana Jones movies are going to be high up.
If To Live and Die is at 85, then yeah, Indiana Jones is going to be high up.
84, we've got Krull. I've never seen Krull.
Krull. I guess there's
fantasy action
fights in it. It's fantasy, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I mean, if Liz Anthony's in it, I might have to check it out. But
yeah, well,
if you watch Krull
British, we found 5 films where she's naked in them.
Yeah. Is she British? Is it a British movie? It's a British movie.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought so because I'm sure the guy who's been Grange Hill's in it. It was in EastEnders.
Yes. Todd Carter. Carter.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais. No. Who's the guy that was in?
Ricky Gervais.
No, yeah, Cracker. Who's Cracker?
Oh, Robbie Coltrane.
Robbie Coltrane, no, Ricky. And Liam Neeson's in it too.
Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson?
It's an American saying.
Oh, okay.
I have to pander to my audience.
I've not seen Running Scared.
Oh, that's an awesome one. Yeah, that's it. Now we're talking. Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines, buddy cop comedy thriller. Peter Hyams again, the fantastic gentleman who I'm trying to get hold of. Thank you, Michael.
He's ignoring your calls.
I end up. I haven't called anyone because never mind. If he answers, what do you say? Hi.
82. We've got
The
Last Dragon. I've not seen this either. I'm guessing the actors. I mean, the first 2 actors have got one name. So what's that all about? Time, act, and vanity.
She might not be naked in this one. She was in Action Jackson. Yeah, it's
I think the cover art looks familiar, but I've never seen the film.
I hadn't seen it until a few years ago for the first time. It's very good. It's a British. Oh, what the fuck? Bloody Excalibur.
I just looked for it. Well, this is
the rank is what I use as well sometimes, so I can't complain. Yeah, The Legend of Bruce Lee. Yeah.
I always get this film mixed up with Clash of the Titans because I think that film came out the same year.
Yeah, they're very different films.
I know they're very different films, but it's just one of those Excalibur. I just think of Harry
one of those, yeah. Yes.
Helen Mirren's in it, obviously. But Sherry Lungy, I know Sherry Lungy. I think she's like some posh totter, used to getting on a bit now, but I remember she being a thing in the 90s, like quite a tasty MILF type character. Number 80, we have got FX Murder by Illusion. Brian Dennehy.
Well, this is pushing it for action. It's a thriller, but yeah. There's a. I guess
I think we've got past the point now, but we know there's not all action movies on this.
Well, yeah, this is the thriller. There's a bit of a shootout at the end.
This website is not exactly highbrow sort of. It's not like
New
York Times,
It's millennials who've never seen films.
Yeah.
Oh, compared to some. Yeah, there's a lot of good action, real practical stuff in this.
Well, most websites were just doing top 10 movies or top 20. I thought, well, would it be for 20? Would it be for 20 minutes? So we better go something a bit longer. Number 79 got Star. I've never seen. I don't like Star Trek. Hate Star Trek. Never watched the film.
Of all the Star Treks, I'd say that was the least action one.
No, I hate Star Trek.
Love Star Treks. You just
nerd.
Nerd. Yeah, all those. All those evenings of turning off Tomorrow's World and putting on Top of the Pops instead, wasn't it, Mike?
Number 17, Hamburger Hill. I haven't seen this for a long time.
Yes,
this is just this. This came out after Platoon. Yeah, it's definitely.
It's probably a better film than Platoon. It's so depressing as well. But I guess it is an action. If a war film can be called an action film,
I didn't know Don Cheadle's in it. Like I say, going back, this is.
I
haven't seen
films. In it.
Yeah. Again, so I think this came out the year. Like you had this, fucking the Kubrick. What was the Kubrick movie from '86?
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, that and Platoon. Yeah, this was there was another movie from. I think it was called like Death Before Dishonor or something from. Like,
the same time. Hunter, the TV show.
Yeah. There's just like the mid '80s was just a lot of these kind of like Nam or like Korean War type, movies from like a bit like where you got a lot of Second World War movies that came out in the 50s and 60s. The 80s was just you got a lot of Nam movies. Number 77, we've got Jude. I've never watched Jude. I reckon I'd hate it. And I love the new movies, but I just don't know if I'd like. I don't know if I'd like this.
And I don't. Yeah, the least thing they are is action and orientated. This one anyway.
Yeah. I mean, did they ever? This movie, did it have any sort of like climatic ending to it? Was it meant to be more than one film, or was it? Did they just basically this flop? So they never got to make the sequel, or?
Yeah, they shoehorned it all into one film pretty much, and then
because I was just going to say there's a lot to fit into one film, isn't it? So
there's like over 3 hours, and not much happens.
Yeah,
so especially action.
76 with Death Wish 2. I thought this was a 70s movie.
Are we talking about? Yeah. No, 82.
I thought this was like a late 70s film because there was a big gap between.
I thought the second one was late 70s. Yeah.
There's a big gap between 1 and 2, then, isn't it?
Yeah. Death Wish 3 is definitely action, but this one is.
Yeah, but Death Wish 1's like early to mid 70s, so it's a big gap between this and part 2.
I guess, but so that's good news for Death Wish 3 coming up then.
Yeah, I've not seen Lone Wolf McQuade.
That's Chuck's best film. So you got no excuses now.
Is it really? Well, might have to go with it.
Yeah.
Might have to go with it.
Yeah, it's.
I've got like about 500 films on my watch list, so it's going to be awkward.
It's more of a serious one for Chuck, and
when did Chuck start becoming like when did he start to become like the main star of his movies rather than because obviously he did Enter the Dragon in the 80s.
Where the
80s was his time, but like what was the movie that got him? Sorry, Way of the Dragon. But what was the movie that got him?
I think there's like Good Guys, late 70s, like Good Guys Wear Black, Octagon, and then when does it say Lone Wolf McQuade is? 80? I can't read it.
That's 83. 83.
Yeah. So definitely early 80s, and then he did the Missing Action trilogy. Well, when he started for Canon, he got recognized.
Missing in Action is the one when I was a kid in the video store. The Missing in Action movies are the ones I remember being in the video store all the time.
Definitely,
just remember him on the cover of the gun. I think was the Missing in Action. Were all 3 VHS covers pretty similar?
I think the third one was full face him, but with a gun, and then the other ones were earlier.
I just seem to remember them all. Yeah. Number 74, Enemy Mine. I don't remember. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember much about it.
I haven't seen it for a very long time, but it's a human and an alien, worst of enemies, standing on a planet and have to work together to survive. Yeah, and
it's one of them. I remember the VHS cover more than I do the film because I just always remember the VHS cover back in the day, and then watching the film, but don't really remember that much about the film.
It's a good film. It's just
73 American Ninja.
This was just.
I got one.
Yeah, well, that was this. Michael Dudikoff. Yeah, Dan mentioned giving Michael Dudikoff some love. I do. This is one of those movies. The American Ninja films. I think there was. I remember the first 4. Was it? Did they make more than 4?
There's a 5th, I believe. Yeah, but that's like a really low budget one.
These were the movies. Like I don't know when it was the same when you were a kid, but these were the movies that all the kids were like into back in the late 80s in school. You know, we always used to love the American Ninja movies.
Yeah, and like ninjas were banned.
Like, ninjas were cool. I mean, did ninjas? I think I've asked this question. Was ninjas even a thing ever? Has there ever been such thing as a ninja, really, or is it just made up like an Ewok? Yeah, is it just? Did they ever exist?
Same of pygmies. Is there ever a pygmy?
You know what I mean? It's like, when was there a ninja ever? I could be wrong. Maybe there was. 72 No Way Out.
What?
I don't remember. Well, yeah.
It's definitely a thriller. I'm trying to think of an action scene. There's a chase scene.
Yeah. Well, it's a good job it's down at number 72, isn't it? I mean, let's face it.
All right.
Number 71, then we'll go back into the chat. Right. Number 71, we have got Police Story. Oh, yeah, this is Jackie Chan's.
How is that this low then?
Is this the movie that kind of made Jackie Chan a thing across the pond, you know, in the West? Because that was it. I was remember Wheels on Meals. These are the movies I think that kind of introduced him to like a Western audience, I think. But obviously Jackie Chan has been going a long time. But okay, let's just jump into the chat. People are saying,
I guess Police Story 2 and 3 might be higher. Oh no, 90s.
Oh my god! Oh shit! There's 14 people watching. Jesus.
Yeah.
And the chat absolutely popping. Oh,
yeah, you better get back. Start us
up. My god. Okay, let's quickly guess. Francis, don't forget RoboCop. Die Hard probably be number 1. But yeah, Die Hard is, in terms of like what you've described as an action film, Die Hard probably it's got to be top 5. Francis, First Blood 1 and 2 will be on it, but not Rambo 3. I don't think Rambo 2 should be on it, to be fair.
I think Rambo 3 had the best action. So
I don't think I think 3 and 2 are just so they fell off so much after the first movie. I actually think Rambo 4 is better than 2 and 3. Very violent. All the more for it. What's up, Ian? Francis, only saw it 3 years ago. I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
This is an oddball so far. It certainly is. The Survivor post looks amazing. I bought Sheena on Blu-ray recently. Even Dr. Impossible bought it. It's great crap. I also saw Leviathan as The Thing, but underwater. Yeah. Even and Jeff. Yep. Tanya Roberts is bollock naked in Sheena. I don't really want to see a bollock naked.
You didn't know she was a he, she.
I didn't know she was one of those they-thems. Sheena is the film where they painted stripes on a horse and pretended it was a zebra. Well, I've got to see that. I'm not quite sure that would quite fly in. You know, they always say that it was cruel to like kill a tortoise in the Cannibal Holocaust. I think this is far worse. Painting stripes on a fucking horse.
Paint. I'm sure it's not lead paint.
That's bullshit. The killer should be way higher. Hard Boiled was my favourite of those. The hospital shootout.
Yeah, and Ian.
Tomorrow was one of the great action films in the 90s. The Pipes Out. Hey friends, yeah, you know it. I just bought a bootleg of Blu-ray of John Woo's The Killer. I'm always trying to woo the ladies with these films.
See, I need my things.
Cobra better be on the. So I'm calling bullshit. That.
Oh yeah.
Nighthawks as well. I want to see Nighthawks.
I was just about to watch
City on Fire. Yeah, that'll be on the list. City on Fire was a big influence on Reservoir Dogs, of course. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Prefer Chow Yun Fat's saturated. Fucking hell, Michael. You're killing it tonight with the comments.
He's pushing his luck tonight.
Can't wait to dive into my Invasion USA 4K. Invasion USA is awesome. Invasion USA is getting a 4K from this going to go and just being announced. Not a Chuck Norris fan. Yes, sorry, mate. Well, you know, I don't mind it. It's just I've just got other people that I'm bigger fans on. for real fans, I'm going to be all over that. That's way too low. Live and Die in LA is the genuine masterpiece. You're missing out on the Glimmer Man. I know I'm missing out on the Glimmer Man, and that other movie from like 2005 he did, which is meant to be one of the worst movies of all time. I think it was like some sort of alien film.
Doesn't narrow it down.
Live and Die in LA is more of a thriller for sure.
Yeah.
I love to Live and Die in LA, but not an action movie. Cruel doesn't belong here. An adventure movie with Bernard Bresslaw as a Cyclops. What's not to like?
Yeah.
I just downloaded Krill because my Blu-ray doesn't play for some reason. Tarantino using other movies as an influence? No way.
He wouldn't touch them.
You're right, Michael. This list is loosely applying action movies as films, which of excitement. I need to be clicking on the comments, don't I? I forgot to click on the comments. I'm not rushed. Liam Neeson, yes.
It's an American pronunciation.
What the fuck is Liam? Lying in the coconut and drinking poker. Preston was known for his action. The legend of Bruce Leroy.
That's the
what's up,
Last
Sean?
Dragon.
Even in Turn the Blue Eyes.
Hello.
Excalibur,
yeah. We didn't write this list.
It's the Last Dragon.
Mike Miles.
Is the Last Dragon the one where they have a ready Brett glow when they fight?
Yes, that's the one. As they fight, they got a glow around them.
This is a list of films containing mild peril. Yeah,
Mm.
Helen Mirren and Expert are definitely yum.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you like Richard Wagner, Mike? Which one's Richard Wagner? What's he been in?
Is it Wagner?
Richard Wagner.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yep, Soul Glow.
Yeah, I think most people could rip up that list. Yeah, to be fair,
there's so many.
This was definitely
proper action films that are going to be missing.
It wasn't written by Gen Xers, that's for sure. I think this was written by Zoomers. I'm a Trek and I don't care. Sorry, Sean. I didn't mean to offend any Star Trek fans out there.
FX is a bloody good film. The sequel's all right.
Hamburger Hill pales against Platoon and Full Metal Jacket.
What? No, get up front.
These are just 80s movies, love.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Master of the Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Master of the Universe, #1.
I bet.
The Care Bears movie with some action in it. What's up, Ben? Transformers the movie #2.
Will be on the list.
David Lynch was butchered by studio with a miserable time of it.
That is also true.
Okay. I'll have to abandon the comments for now and just get back into this list. I'll try and get back to it when... Okay, let's get back to number 70. We've got Lock Up from 89. Another one of those Stallone movies.
There's no action in Lock Up.
If you're going to say... If somebody takes a shot every time Gareth says, what? They're going to be very drunk by the end of the stream.
I'll do it. Right. But yeah, it's a prison thriller. Tango and Cash is an action movie.
Yeah.
So that better be higher than that. I guess they're just naming every Stallone film of the 80s now. So Nighthawk.
Yeah, probably more than likely. 69 Clash of the Titans. This is the Harry Hamlin film, not Excalibur. I prefer those old 60s movies like Jason and the Argonaut and Sinbad to this sort of like more modern. No, it's not modern. It's
more modern.
Years old, but you know, well, you know what I'm saying. Clash of the Titans. If I had to pick like a sort of
Monroe in,
I much prefer Jason and the Argonauts to Clash of the Titans.
I do too.
I think like Jason and the Argonauts
and Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, the Golden Fleece.
68. We've got Flash Gordon should be higher than this.
Come on. Bum, 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 bum,
what?
Bum. As an action film. No, that's an excellent film. I just trying to imagine the action in it. The football, I guess.
67. We got this Witness is a thriller.
What the fuck? I'm gonna sit here quietly for now.
Well, if we come across a movie which is so blatantly a thriller, we'll just scroll on by because there's no point describing Witness as an action movie.
There's a shootout.
Any which way you can. This is And he was saying
Bare knuckle
it's
fight.
a comedy.
Oh, here we go. Get back up. More Joseph Zito.
Hmm?
One more.
Yes, we got Missing in Action.
Ornila Muta, yes. Here we go. Now, have you seen this one?
So, yeah. I've seen all 3 Missing in Action films. They didn't do a 4th one, did they?
No. Not that I know of.
I'm sure they maybe brought one out 20 years after the 3rd movie, and it was just Chuck Norris is like a 70-year-old man.
He is due. Although, yeah, I was going to say with Witness, she does get.
Like you say, like that cover art is so similar to the Missing in Action 2, which was.
Yeah, it is. Except he's running with a gun into the. Oh, here we go. Some Bond at last.
Well, come on, this is an action movie.
There's
plenty
3
of action in this film.
Yeah, I bought License to Kill. So
this is my favorite 80s Bond film.
I did have You to a Kill.
This is my favorite 80s Bond movie, I think. I know that's not a popular opinion with the sort of like, I can imagine like Jeff is probably one of the adult. Well, I can imagine. I mean, Jeff's like a hardcore Bond fan. I can imagine that he'd probably put one of the Dalton movies as the best 80s Bond film. But I know this is cheesy and camp, but I mean that's what I like about this film. It's so over the top. And it's got Tanya Roberts as well as the love interest.
Yeah.
So
except she's annoying.
Yeah, you're not going to get women of Tanya Roberts quality as Bond girls anymore, are we? So
might shave half her head.
I can only imagine what the Bond girl in the next movie is going to be. Bond man.
Thank you,
the 60 people got Octopussy.
Here we go.
Looks like they're just going to lump all the Bond films in like a little block of movies.
There's certainly more action than Octopussy. There is Witness. Oh, Midnight Run. That's a thriller more than an action film.
Definitely.
It's an amazing film, but it's just.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of an act. There's a helicopter chase.
The Abyss, sci-fi action at number 61.
And not much.
No, it's slow burn, definitely. I just think Ed Harris looks a bit like Jason Statham in that picture. But
I'm trying to work it out. Who is that?
It is Ed Harris, isn't it?
I think it's supposed to be. It's focused now. There it is. I see him.
I was never the biggest fan of the Abyss, to be fair.
No,
not after Aliens and Terminator. For me, it's just like I know he was going for something a little bit different, but I mean, yeah.
It's definitely a well-made film, but as entertainment goes,
so that's Nico, isn't it? Above the Law.
Yeah, that's it.
That's Nico, right?
I nearly got that one up. What did I? Oh, I forgot to bring
Nico. Yeah, Above the Law is the American.
I didn't. That's stupid me. Because that's 88, isn't it?
So Above the Law was the American title, was it? Yeah. So it was called Nico in the UK, was it? Yeah. That's what I was going to say. That I remember Nico. I don't remember Above the Law. I'm guessing it was the same movie. This is the movie that this is his breakout film, definitely for us anyway.
I'm trying to think. Was it Mark for Death was 90s? So that's not in here, is it?
Out for Justice is 89, was it?
Yeah. Or was that 92? We shall see.
Out for Justice is 89, I'm sure. I think Hard to Kill was 90.
Well, it depends on
59.
What release date they're using. There we go.
Living Daylights of 59. Yeah. Well, don't worry. License to Kill will be long in a minute.
Yeah, there we go.
So, what was the reason that Timothy Dalton only did the 2 movies? Was it just gap between License to Kill and GoldenEye? Was like 6 years.
Kill did very poorly.
It's never been such a long.
No, it was 89 to 95 was a big gap. But yeah, there was Legal Ramblings.
Yeah, that was the biggest gap there'd ever been.
You got bored of waiting.
Yeah.
Plus,
I kind of think like it kind of run its course up. I think it needed the break and then to come back, like rejuvenated a little bit.
Well, certainly did that because tomorrow night's watch party.
Yeah. 58 Jewel of Denial. Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner.
No, well, that's all right. It's action. Yes, I'll allow it.
Yeah, there's plenty. It's definitely Romance in the Stone will probably be in there as well somewhere.
Yeah, Louis T could direct an alligator.
Yeah. This is one of those movies I just don't see on the TV anymore. It just never gets. It's never shown. I mean,
yeah.
I'm talking about terrestrial TV. I'm not talking about
I can't even remember the last time I looked at a TV guide.
57 Tron.
I guess
wasn't a fan of this film, to be fair.
No, I give it a go every so often, but I like the first half.
I've not seen the remake.
Sequel.
Everybody says the remake's great, and I've never seen it.
The first half is good, especially, and the soundtrack's awesome. But yeah, it loses it halfway through.
56 got Over the Top.
Yeah, it's all the sly ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Will he have more movies in this than Schwarzenegger? Because you think Arnie has got like some proper action films, really, up in the 80s. He's
two Conans and Raw Deal.
He's got Terminator. He's got Commando. He's got Red Heat. He's got
Red Heat, Running Man. We shall see.
And we've not even seen an Arnie film yet.
How is Over the Top higher than a Bond film?
It's 50. Now this is a bit ridiculous. I'm not even gonna talk on Naked Gun is an all-out comedy. Come on.
I guess there's Pratt's falls and car explosions, but yes.
The 54. So yeah, all the Bond films are getting fitted into this little small section.
Yeah, we're nearly. We're only missing one, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to assume Never Say Never Again is in this list. I'm going to say safely say that is not there.
Well, yeah, so these are here.
It looks like David God License to Kill is the best Bond movie if that's on the list, which it probably will be. 53 Ghostbusters 2.
I keep forgetting E.T.'s going to appear somewhere, isn't it?
I think so. Well, that might have been. You know what? That might have been a different list I looked at. So I'm not even sure. Look, I'll take Ghostbusters. I'll take Ghostbusters 2 over Frozen Empire any day because that movie was fucking embarrassing.
That was
absolutely
shockingly. For 10 minutes, I was enjoying it.
They did try to fit way too many characters.
Remember this character from the last film?
Well, way too many characters. The thing about that movie is, it's bizarre thing is Paul Rudd's love interest looks older than Paul Rudd, and she's actually 12 years younger than him in real life. She looks so old. It's like the haircut they've given her in that movie. She looks so old, and because Paul Rudd looks so forever young, Paul Rudd, and he looks like he's about 42 or 43.
Yeah,
he looks younger than her, and it's like she just looks so old fashioned, and she doesn't look hot enough for him. If that makes sense.
A mom.
Yeah, it's just like they should have given Paul Rudd a hotter love interest, and yeah,
Paul Rudd
still love Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was Clueless was on TV before, and it was like Paul Rudd's 26 in that. He looks about 18. Just Never Say Never Again's in the list at number 50, higher than Living Dead. Jeff will be having a coronary of shocking. Actually, just Jeff Never Say Never Again. I can't imagine.
I can't remember. He does, I think.
And there's License to Kill at 51. We've fitted all the Bond movies into. Okay, let's jump back into the chat. Where the hell am I up to? Where the hell? Oh, there we are. Yeah, Death Wish 2. Now we're talking.
I'm out of shot.
Finally, some Bronson. Although Death Wish 3 is definitely more the action-packed one.
Well, 4 and 5. Oh, yes, they're 90s. Oh no, 4 was late 80s, wasn't
it? Chuck's best film, I Can Care.
That's Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf.
Chuck was the star of most of his movies. Good Guys Wear Black was probably the first.
There we go. Good Guys Wear Black.
Forest Warrior, was that a Chuck movie? Forest Warrior?
No, Seagal. Is that the one you wrote just great to the RoboCop? Block that man.
Lone Wolf of Quaid with David Carradine's violently offensive jumper. Missing in Action was probably his biggest.
Yeah,
Any Man was the film.
Yeah,
it's either Missing in Action or Invasion.
Definitely his canon era.
Death by Ghetto Blaster. Anyone get that year Invasion USA release?
Yeah,
Enemy Mine is pretty unnatured, but it was a huge bomb on release. Is that more jokes? I'm reading it now as like as a pun. Enemy Mine is a huge bomb on release.
Yeah,
well, it's an accidental pun then. Enemy Mine was great fun. Libby Gossett Jr. is the alien. Bit of a different role compared to an officer and a gentleman. Mr. Charisma. Ninja Feeder Domination needs to be on here too.
Oh, it better be.
The Last Ninja on Commodore 64 was more my vibe. Yeah, I loved the Last Ninja on the Commodore.
Is that that can't be based on the film?
No.
No. I'm thinking the Last Dragon.
Yeah,
yeah, Ninja.
Do you remember the Last Ninja games? Yeah, just like 3 of them. Ninja Turtles are the best, absolutely.
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles are very real. Canon invented ninjas, yeah, just to make money.
Oh, that worked.
Of course, ninjas are real. There, you just can't see them. Black ninja style attacks were perfected in the 80s.
Yeah, No Way Out.
No Way Out as a classic sex scene. That's actually
in the back of the limo. There's Sean Young.
There's no action in No Way Out unless you can
remember the limo action. There you go. See, Police Story
is one of the greatest. Yeah.
And what was it? Like 70 something? I would have put that over a Bond film for action. There you go. Yeah.
Hot Shot 2 spoofed it. Rambo 2 had the best action for me. The helicopter scenes are amazing, plus explosive arrows for the win.
Explosive arrows for the win.
Let's face it, no one could be Ghostbusters based on this.
Yep. Ghostbusters at least had an explosion.
Hey, what's up, Lord? I didn't grow up enamored with action films, but recently I'm finding more love in the genre just outside America, where Liam Neeson seems to keep making this shit. Sheena actually was cut for animal cruelty to a zebra, so the censors were clearly fooled.
Oh, Attack Force, that might be the classic Seagal.
That tank helicopter duel in 3 is insane.
See, like,
ridiculous, but insanely awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Attack Force, yeah, it's still Seagal's worst for me. Yeah, that's the movie I think, it's meant to be one of the worst of all time. But just love Rambo see a little bit more. First Blood is still the best of the series. I want more drama. Wouldn't be surprised if it does make the list. If it does make it definitely will. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's considered an action film, isn't it?
Rambo 2 is better structured. I wonder much how this is to do with James Cameron working on the screenplay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Cameron wrote it. Cameron wrote half of it, and Stallone wrote the other half. So Cameron says, I wrote the action, Stallone wrote the politics. And then the original writer of the First Blood wrote the book.
First Blood will always be my favourite.
Yeah.
So it's still absolutely love Lock Up.
It's a great film. It's just
based on the logic based on the logic of this list, I think a Star Wars movie has to be number 1.
Oh yeah.
Don't be surprised. Lock Up is so good, there's no action to speak of. Lock Up is more drama. One of Sly's best performances. Death to me. The last 20 minutes may be more actiony, but as the whole, it's a prison drama. Okay, we'll get back to the chat in a bit. Let's just get back into the list. So into the top 50 now. Number 50, we've got Superman 2.
Ooh, all right, yes, I'll allow it.
Technically made in the 70s, but released in 80, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Released in 1980. I guess that's what they're going by.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know which. I mean, there's a couple of different cuts of this film, so I'm guessing they're going with the original. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I love Superman 2. I mean, I know people
I watched it last month.
Do people like? Is Superman 1 considered the sort of the best? Because a lot of people go for 2, a lot of people go for 1. But I mean, I've never really.
Yeah.
For me, 2's always been favorite film
Well, I guess because Superman's in it from the beginning, isn't he? He doesn't turn up till about an hour into the...
I still love 3 as well. I still got a massive soft spot for 3. Not part, part 4. Fuck that movie. I think I mentioned it. I mentioned it in one of your live streams.
Oh, here we go.
The guy who plays fucking Solar Man, whatever his name is in part 4. He's not even got a Wikipedia page. He's that unknown. It's not even on Wikipedia. Delta Force 49. This is one of the this missing in action. I think Invasion USA. These are the 3 movies I think of most when I think of Chuck. Even though Silent Rage is my favorite Chuck movie. But Delta Force definitely. How many Delta Force movies did they make?
Technically, there's Delta Force 2 with Chuck. Then there's a Delta Force 3 with a load of families of action heroes, and then there's Operation Delta Force films that are a spin-off series. And here we go, Heartbreak Ridge. There's not much action in that, even though it's one of the most amazing Clint films ever.
Yeah.
There's a couple of shootouts. There we go.
Got Rambo 3. Yeah.
Technically an action film in the list, so there you go.
Well, you can't really say it's not. I mean, if this is just pure action, there's very little
over the top
of anything else in it.
What else did we have this slide? Lock Up. Yeah, this is the action film out of those 3.
I much prefer the video game. I did like the Rambo 3 video game on the Commodore 64. Where we get off? So we get our first Arnie movie, Conan the Destroyer.
As long as Barbarian got more action than the Destroyer, I don't know. I'd say Destroyer is more actiony.
I always thought Conan the Destroyer was. Did they make this before Terminator, or was it after Terminator?
Yes, before, I believe. I think it was released before Terminator.
Because it was Conan the Barbarian that got him noticed by James Cameron, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was because he must have been filming this very close to Terminator. By which point, I mean, James Cameron must have been aware of Arnold before this film. Because I'm not entirely sure. I've got his autobiography there, which I haven't started reading yet. But I actually do read books. I'm not completely stupid.
I don't deny that. I just thought, did you pay for it? Because it's probably just.
Oh no! It's
jump in W.H. Smiths.
Oh, here we go. you give with one hand and you take away with the other.
There's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason cheese is now security guarded in supermarkets. Let's go.
45. We've got Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah, well,
I love the film, but
it does have a third act of some action.
I think I'd rather watch this than Fury Road. And Furiosa, I'm not going to go and see that movie. I'll watch it when it comes to streaming, but I didn't like Fury. I was supposed to be in the minority who didn't like Fury Road.
Well,
I just didn't get the hype for it at all.
Third or fourth time I watched it. Oh.
Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan, no interest in Star Trek. Where would you place? So where would you place? What's your favorite Star Trek movie?
It's either 2 or 6, or First Contact. Depends on. But yeah, 2 is probably. Probably number 1.
43. We've got Pale Rider.
See, that's not really an action film either.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
There's a few fights and a gunfight at the end, but
so I wouldn't
the
put
fact it's higher than Rambo 3.
Yeah, no. 42 Kickboxer. This is it.
I haven't got my kickboxer. It's away. The sleeve is away at the moment. But yes. Now we're talking.
Yeah, but this is a year after Bloodsport, isn't it? Or is it
Bloodsport was 88. What does that say? 89.
Yeah. Like I've mentioned before on like in the chat on your streams, it's like Van Damme and Seagal's career just runs parallel to each other in how they became massive in 88, 89. They had a run for about 5 or 6 years where they were like they were putting out well-made movies, which were doing good at the box. They weren't massive box office stars compared to like Arnie and Sly, but they were doing well enough, and then they kind of just fell off a cliff sometime in the mid to late 90s.
Well, maybe egos took over.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest action star.
I was more of a Seagal fan back in the day than Van Damme, to be fair, but I think there was always a question about, like, Van Damme was never a legitimate tough guy, was he? I don't think. I mean, don't quote me on that, but Seagal was a legitimate
CIA agent.
Well, a chef, CIA agent, but he could back his claims up. Van Damme,
he got Kelly LeBrock, so
yeah. 41 Romance in the Stone. So yeah, Romance in the Stone. I'd place it higher than Jewel Denial, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's the Jeep race and a waterfall jump.
Just looking at Kathleen Turner back then and what she's become. She's aged like a normal woman. That's the thing.
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of these
like Kelly LeBrock. Not Kelly. Is it Kelly LeBrock? Yeah, she's aged normally as well.
Yeah. What the fuck?
They Live. Well, yeah. Sci-fi horror now qualifies as an action movie. Okay,
it's got a fight in it, I guess.
I'm not a fan of They Live. I'm going to be honest. I don't like They Live that much for a Carpenter film. I think it's way down on my list of favorite Carpenter movies. That fucking fight scene that goes on for about 20 minutes just pisses me off as well. And I don't like Roddy Piper. I don't like Roddy Piper. I don't think the guy can act. Not for me.
No, he is great though, being himself.
Here
we go.
39. We got Cobra. There you go. Yeah. Hard action movie, hard slasher movie. It's got slasher elements. It's got like a nice hospital scene as well.
It's got a good soundtrack.
Yeah, great soundtrack. Yeah, definitely can't argue with this being an action movie. I'd put this in top 20 easily, but
yeah. Well, let's see what we're getting. We've got E.T. yet.
38 The Karate Kid. No.
Pig.
Well, it was always going to be in the list.
It's got a lot of fights in it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine for its time. I wouldn't revisit it now, but 48 hours of 37. Yeah, I mean,
there's a few shootouts.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't count. The second one's got more action. But
I can't believe, like, Eddie Murphy was only 21, I think, when he made this film.
Yeah, crazy.
And he looked older than 21, but he now looks younger than 63, if that makes sense, because
he looks really great.
But I mean, he just looked a lot. He didn't look 21. That's just crazy, because like my son's 20 and he just looks like a child still to me. Because Eddie Murphy was just like a fully formed adult when he was like probably about 18. But the trailer for Beverly Hills Cop, the new one, looks.
Yeah, I'm avoiding trailers. I'll watch the film when it comes out, but yeah.
36 Beverly Hills Cop 2. So Beverly Hills Cop 1 will be somewhere up there as well.
Well, it shouldn't be, because people said there was more complaint there was too much action in the second one.
Logic has long since left the building with this list. So, one thing I do like about the trailer for the new Beverly Hills Cop movie, she makes reference to the fact that he's been in Beverly Hills. She goes, "You're in Beverly Hills in 84, 87. And then she says like 93 or something, or whenever the film came out. And he just kind of looks at her as if to say, we're not going to talk about that. Just a nice little reference to how shit Beverly Hills Cop 3 was. Oh shit, we've gone too
far. Spoilers.
Spoiler there. 30. Oh shit, we've gone way too far.
Have you? Oh, yeah. Amateur hour.
No. So, okay, there we go.
I'm leaving.
I've got this tiny little
arrow to click on. Channels.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I know you don't really associate with channels with 237 subscribers, but 35 Highlander.
237.
I'm not the biggest Highlander fan.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm just not. It's just not my thing. not my thing. It really
Here
isn't.
we are, princes of the universe. Get off my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you choose for next week? What is it? 2 weeks?
Halloween 5. I
Carry
prefer
on.
Halloween 5 to Highlander.
Fucking hell. I'm going to be sick.
34 Talents. You love Tango and Cash, though.
Where's my Highlander? It's too late for Halloween 5. Oh, yes. Tango and Cash. No, I didn't like it.
This is one of those films, again, where watching it back as a kid and then coming back to it years later and then realise that Terry Hatcher's in it.
War.
You sound like you sound like a pirate then.
Yar.
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 33 Rocky 3.
Guess boxing's an action.
Rocky 2. Is Rocky 2 a 70s movie? It is, isn't it?
Is it 80?
Is it 80? Is it 80? I can't remember. Rocky 1 76.
79. I can't think now.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a 1980.
There's certainly more action in Tango and Cash than Rocky 3.
Yeah. I mean, Rocky 1, the first 4 Rocky movies, you can obviously Rocky 1 is arguably the best movie, but you can make a case for all 4 because everybody's got highlights from each film. You know, everybody loves Ivan Drago from 4. It may not be the best film, but Ivan Drago is just Dolph Lundgren's great in it. Rocky 3's got Mr. T.
Yeah.
So as a kid, seeing Mr. T in a film as in something other than the A-Team, it's just like it was great. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I mean, I think Rocky 4 will be higher than this. I think Rocky 4's got to be in the list, surely. 32 Platoon.
I guess, like we said with Hamburger Hill, war is must be action now.
Yeah, well, it is. And Platoon is a great movie.
I think now, looking back, I was born between 2 fathers.
31 Blade Runner. No.
Didn't even finish the sentence.
Sci-fi. It's a sci-fi thriller.
There's a couple of shootings, I guess.
Yeah.
Dad.
Amazing film, but yeah, action. 30 Red Dawn. There we go.
Fuck.
Red Dawn. Well, I'm just,
some action.
I did say it would be higher than Invasion USA.
It's fucking ridiculous.
This was actually in the Guinness Book of Records. I had an old Guinness Book of Records from like 1990 or something, and this was listed as the most violent movie ever made. They calculated how much, per minute, how much
compared to RoboCop.
And yeah, apparently it's. And I was like, because when I was a kid, it's like Red Dawn. Oh, this film must be crazy. Must be so violent and like. And then I think, but going to video store, it's like a 15 certificate. I was like, well, it can't be that violent, then.
Someone got sacked for that one. One of the most violent PG film. Or PG-13.
Back into the chat. Scotch and 40 dive. See, I'm getting comments now from films like 30 places ago, and I forgot where to put the reference.
Yeah, well.
Rambo 3 is the perfect example of how action should be done. No CGI shite.
Shite.
The only thing is, it's tempting now to do CGI just because it's cheaper, and even it does look like shite.
Look at Rambo 5 when all those killings at the end are all edited with digital effects.
Witness definitely wouldn't call that action.
You got that, Jeff. Now you're for it.
These are all bloody thrillers. There's a strong chance the Call of April may feature in this list.
That is. There's some slaps in that, isn't there?
Anything with Max von Sydow gets my vote.
God bless him.
Amish action.
Yes.
Any which way, what the fuck?
Although there are videos of that now, isn't there?
Any which way you can. Also, not really an action film, but there is plenty of
fisticuffs. And...
It's an action, yes. Chuck's big phallic gun.
He's not compensating, I'm sure.
A View to a Kill. Or well, right, Sean's somebody block Sean, please. It's a great movie.
Hang on, let me do it.
It's not the Roger Moore.
No, Roger Moore's not doing any action.
He's about 60 at this point.
55.
More Tanya Robertson, A View to a Kill. Although bless her, she was a bit of a bimbo role, but that's what I want my Bond girls to be, bimbos.
Bet them and kill them.
Yeah. You like this over Living Dead and License to Kill outrageous. Sorry, Sean. License to Kilt. Yes, got a license to kilt because you couldn't say license to kill.
That's never going away.
I think you confirmed that on one of the streams you did with Jeff, and I was thinking, I always thought you said kilt, and I was like, is it just me? I need to go on to the internet now and get the lyrics for that song.
The lyrics does
it actually say kilt?
I think. Let's see what the subtitles say.
Yeah, License to Kill is the best 80s Bond film action-wise. First film I saw Christopher Walken in. Octopussy, aka Eight Fannies.
Imagine that.
All the Bonds probably love together like the Woos. Yeah, that just seems to be I struggle sometimes deciding what I like more, Octopussy or A View to a Kill.
Oh, yes. I think AI made this list.
Next best thing tomorrow night, Jeff, Bond, GoldenEye.
Don't mention on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Lord says The Abyss is a droning, dull waste of time.
It is.
I
thought
The Abyss, this list is balls. Clear choice for me, Octopussy. Moonraker number 1. Is Moonraker an 80s?
I don't think
70s.
So. I thought it was 70s. But with this list, anything goes.
Yeah.
It does have more action. There's more action than.
Octopussy is fun, but slightly uneven. Kill is a bit slow in places, but I love the way that film looks and sounds.
Says Fran Sansaires.
The Living Daylights is awesome. I watched Her Majesty's Secret. These abbreviations, I always have
to work it out.
It's still the best adapted Bond script. The film always surprises me. We all know I'm not the biggest advocate for Living Daylights.
Oh,
hold on. I do think Living Daylights is a better Bond film, but I think License to Kill is better action and a better theme tune. Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. Are there any actual action movies in this?
Any dinosaurs in your dinosaur park?
Niall does have some good action in it, to be fair. It looked like Douglas and Taylor were doing a lot of their own stunts.
Yeah, that is true.
Love License to Kill, but never been smitten with Living Daylights.
Ooh, get off my channel, Jeff. Revoke your invitation for tomorrow.
It's not a remake. My Tron Legacy is a sequel.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, get it right.
Sorry. Some sweaty palm action and over the top. Well, he does drag us to a match. Over the top of the sequel, under the bottom.
Oh dear.
Michael's really scraping the battle now with some of these with some of these one-liners.
He's terrible.
Naked Gun's a great movie, but it's not an action movie.
Yeah, I guess there's like chases and
I had to step out, but this looks about 50% true action at most. Yeah, you didn't miss much down in terms of actual action movies.
No.
Over the Top is clearly better than Bond.
We need to get to the bottom of this list and see who created it.
Good list, know the worst. For your eyes only, it's okay. Hey, what's up, Hawk? Finally, EU-friendly stream. Basically, fuck all of these.
So, yeah, only because I'm here. He's not doing it at midnight.
Tired of this shit, mate. Naked Gun, this is toss. Ghostbuster 2, best action film of 89.
Well, yes, they've only got Last Crusade or Lethal Weapon 2 or
Tango and Cash.
Tango Cash or there you go.
For your eyes only was the first Bond film I ever saw when I was about 4 to 5 years old. Good old ITV showings.
Yes, back when they showed uncut.
Yeah. For your eyes only, my second favorite, but more Bond.
I guess Jeff didn't see my list.
What's up, Griffin? I've seen Griffin for a while. What's up, man? I enjoy it, but I can't argue that the 3 in a row water action scenes are tedious. Never say never again. That high is major bullshit. License to Kill should be higher. Never say never again is dreadful. I agree, Griff.
A lot of opinions in this chat.
Okay, let's just we'll get back into the chat when we'll just cover these last 30 movies, and then we'll just finally get back to the chat. Yeah, we'll go from 29 to 1 now. Number 29, we've got Full Metal Jacket. Filmed in London.
Yes, amazingly.
Or like somewhere near London anyway. Was it filmed in Elstree?
I don't know. It was mostly wasteland, like the Docklands and stuff like that, because they had them falling down buildings and everything.
Yeah, they wouldn't to film it there now. There's
No.
skyscrapers everywhere.
Yeah, it'd be like Die Hard.
28, we've got The Untouchables, Mafia, thriller.
Yeah, it's got a few shootouts, I guess, at the Canadian border bridge.
But 27, we've got the Goonies. Is well, there's action.
There is action in it.
I think some put up on social media like the Goonies or Stand By Me. Which way do you stand? And I was like, Stand By Me every day of the week.
Well, there's completely different. One's a serious drama. One's
no, I know, but it's kind of like that sort
an
of
adventure.
You know, they came out at a similar time with a young cast, similar age, going through it.
Well, they both had Corey Feldman in.
Yeah, I always thought Stand By Me was I enjoy Stand By Me far more.
It's a great film.
26 Bloodsport at 26. That's generous for Bloodsport, I think.
What the fuck?
Well, it's a good film, but it's 26. I mean,
have you seen what we've had in this list?
Yeah, I know.
It's an action film. If martial arts counts as action,
well, it certainly does. If martial arts doesn't count as action, then what does?
Exactly.
Bloodsport but where do you start? Are you Bloodsport or Kickboxer? Because they're the two movies that I kind of seen together. Yeah,
but both nearly equal.
At 27, 25, we got Roadhouse.
There isn't
definitely action.
Is it? I guess there's a few. Sorry. The fight at the end, maybe. Yeah. Kumite.
I think they're doing a sequel to the
allegedly. Well. Yes.
Conor McGregor's been going on about it. I've not seen the remake. Does Conor McGregor? I'm assuming Conor McGregor doesn't. Spoiler alert. I'm assuming Conor McGregor.
I thought he died.
Doesn't die, does he? I've not seen the film, so
he's got a twin brother.
Yeah, maybe. That could be, but that's what they might do. At 24, so there we go. First Blood Part 2.
Awesome poster.
Yeah, that's very missing in action as well. Very much missing in action. Yeah,
yes,
that's what movie posters were in the 80s. You know, guys with big muscles and big guns.
Yeah, and now they look like Mike.
Well, I was going to say Timothy Chalamet, but you know,
same thing.
At number 23,
24. Rocky 4.
Rocky 4's a 23. Well, we said it'd be higher than Rocky 3, so
yeah, but I didn't think it'd be higher than Rambo 2.
I mean, I actually think I like 4 more than 3. To be fair,
I don't know. Yes and no. Depends what I'm in the mood for. I'm always in the mood for lovely pinkers.
See, when I watched Rocky 4 back when I was a kid, when it came out, like I didn't know what steroids were. So when they're injecting, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was like I'd never heard of steroids. It was only really when Ben Johnson won the 100 meters, and they don't want like that. Steroids became kind of like a mainstream then, because it wasn't really a thing. Well, you know, it wasn't really people didn't really know what steroids were. Well, no, like I was like 9. I didn't know what steroids were at 9. So when she's injecting them, I'm just like, I didn't really get the context of it.
Oh yes,
I understood that this was something they're not really meant to be doing, but I didn't know it was going to make him, you know, a fucking super strong android. A 22 Batman. You'd have this higher, wouldn't
you? I wouldn't have it on an action list.
Well,
he has a few fights. The car chase. That's a very short car chase.
I think your definition of action film would include probably about 12 films of the entire 80s.
I could do 1,000 right now.
21, we've got Top Gun. Is this an action film? Has this got action?
Yes.
Is planes flying around shooting each other? Is that action?
Flying around, but yeah. I guess there's shootings and explosions and See, Sean likes it. Michael Myers is getting very triggered. You might want to get to the top of this.
We'll get to number 20. Escape from New York.
There we go.
Now we're talking.
That'll settle him down. Right, this is the top 20. This better be good.
Well, the guarantee Big Trouble in Little China is going to be up there.
Ooh, guaranteed, do you?
Yeah. We can start making some predictions now. I hope they don't. Are they going to make The Thing an action film? They probably will.
It's on every one list you've ever done, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got Mad Max 2, Raiders, Lethal Weapon 2, Commando.
Yeah.
To come.
Love it.
Gotta be. Call me Snake.
Number 19, there's the first Indiana Jones movie, Temple of Doom. Yeah, Temple of Doom is the weakest of the three movies from the 80s. It's still far better than Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny.
Oh, yes.
A lot better.
Yeah, top 20 might be Schwarzenegger films.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had Raw Deal, we haven't had Red Heat, we haven't had Running Man, you haven't had...
I don't think we're going to get Red Heat, to be fair.
You don't
Not
think
Indiana Jones, not Temple of Doom's number 19.
Red Sonja. Hey, Jamie.
I don't want to forget. I mean, Raw Deal is not a good movie, really. It's not great. No, it's not great.
Two Star Wars movies in the list.
We've got Return of the Jedi then.
I guess, yeah, there's lots of action in it.
Yeah, there is.
I'll allow it.
And it's not as good as Empire Strikes Back. So definitely shouldn't be higher than Empire Strikes Back. But Empire Strikes Back could be number one.
Hey, here we go.
Road Warrior, Mad Max 2 at 17.
With mine and Jeff's mate Vernon.
Yeah. Now, Mad Max is the original Mad Max 79.
I think so, yeah.
I think it is, isn't it? It's not an 80s movie, is it?
Yeah.
It's just always throws me, the Road Warrior. Why they called it the Road Warrior in the States?
It was because Mad Max 1 hadn't come out in America yet.
Oh, okay.
So they had to call it a different name
right.
than no one else.
Yeah.
Because they had a dubbed version of Mad Max come out in America.
Do you like 2? Do you like 2 better than 1?
Yeah.
I like one. Oh, right. Okay. I like 1 more. But... No, I just think it's got more of a
well, yeah, it's better. I like the technical aspect of the Road Warrior because of the stunts.
The scene where his wife and child get killed.
Yeah, it is a great film, the first one.
It's also got Lizzie Birdsworth from Prisoner Cell Block 8 in it as well.
I keep forgetting. You mention that every time Mad Max 1 comes up.
Number 16, we've got Robocop. Now, this Robocop should be top 10, shouldn't it?
Is it an action film, though?
Oh, it's fucking... Fella's getting his hand blown off. He's getting...
That's horror.
Bullets. No, it's not. People getting... A guy in a crane gets blown out of the crane while he drops some heavy metal onto a
shootout movie, so that does count as action. Yeah, we're ahead.
It's just Ed 209 fucking blows a man out of a building with machine guns. I mean, if that's not action, I don't know what it is.
Well,
number 15, we've got Ghostbusters.
I'm trying to think. There is a big explosion at the end, so yes. People think name a film with an explosion.
We're always going to get Ghostbusters in it. And yeah, Ghostbusters, obviously.
I guess there's 2 explosions. The ghosts escape.
Still one of the best films of the 80s.
Yeah, it is. I watched it the other day. Still holds up.
14. Rolling Man of 14.
I wouldn't say that was ahead of Bond, but
I wouldn't put it ahead of Ghostbusters. I mean, I know it is an action movie, but more than Ghostbusters. But I wouldn't have it ahead of Ghostbusters. I do love it, but
you need to put the link to this in the chat so people can complain to the people who wrote this. Instead of
13, we got Lethal Weapon 2. I always forget this is an 80s movie. I think this certainly slips into the 90s.
Just about. I was thinking of it 90, but yeah.
Patty Kensit with her tits out. You can't argue that.
There we go. That was worth it. I think she's got more tits in the US version, we found out.
Number 12, we got Big
Sur. There you go. It does have a lot of fighting, to be fair.
Yeah. The last sort of half an hour is just on steroids, It's just so...
Yeah, I loved it when it came out. And now.
Such the Carpenter doing that movie as well, such a change in direction for him.
Just done Thing, Christine, and
I mean, he did do Starman, didn't he? Starman was like 84, I think.
Yeah,
but he was going in a different direction with Starman. He was going more sci-fi there, and he obviously carried that on with They Live a little bit. But this just kind of stands out as something totally different for him.
Yeah.
Not want to be pigeonholed. Commando should be in the top 10.
Yeah, it should be.
Definitely.
There's no upset me more than
I mean, I much prefer. I'd put Commando ahead of any Stallone movie from the 80s. Controversial. I would. I love this film so much.
Yeah, I can watch it anytime.
It's just
only
put it on
80 minutes, isn't it? So
yeah,
it goes down smooth.
But it is what it is. Number 11. So into the top 10. Number 10. Oh, Empire Strikes Back is only number 10. Okay, I thought that might be a little bit higher, but
well, that does bode well. It's going to be all Arnie's, isn't it? So
Terminator's going to be up there,
I guess.
And Predator, obviously.
We've only seen. They only did the one Seagal. We've done Kickboxer and Bloodsport, so we've done the Van Dams, and there's No Retreat, No Surrender is going to be in it.
I doubt it.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, the greatest Star Wars movie of all time. Pretty much everybody agrees on. Although I'm just waiting for somebody in the chat to say Star. Well, there'll be a few people in the chat.
Phantom Menace. No, Revenge of the Sith gets high usually. There we go. Beverly Hills.
If anybody calls Star Wars A New Hope, they're banned from the chat.
I wouldn't put Beverly Hills Cop above Commando or Rambo 4.
No, I wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't. No. And again, it's action comedy, and it's action comedy, but it's yeah. Number 9 seems very generous. Number 8, Lethal Weapon.
Here we go.
Definitely.
Although there's more action in Lethal Weapon 2, I would say.
Yeah, but I think with just being the original movie, it just sort of gets there just by default.
Oh dear. You're not winning the chat over.
Oh, why? What was I said?
Their opinion of your list.
It's not my list. I'll do my own list one day, and then I'll take some criticism. Number 7, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So Raiders of the Lost Ark is definitely
Raiders
top 5, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be. But I'll riot.
Yeah. This is one of those. Another one. Like, how old was Sean Connery when he made this movie? He was probably.
I think it was only about 8 years or something difference between him and Harrison Ford.
No, there's more than that.
12, sorry, maybe. Not much.
Yeah, because Sean Connery, he'd be in his 90s now, Sean.
He wasn't.
I think Harrison Ford's 8. I think Harrison's 80, 81 now. I think, yeah, it's about 12 years. I think Sean's would have been in his 90s.
Not much. Although,
yeah, there's certainly not enough to be father and son. But
Midnight Run was further up the chart. Dr. Impossible.
Number 6, we have got First Blood.
There you go. But there's definitely more action in 2 and 3.
Yeah, but again, it's just. I mean, in terms of what is a better movie,
just people saying, "Oh, name an action movie from the 80s."
I mean, I think First Blood is better than 2 and 3. I think most people would, but
yeah, it's a better film.
But it's like if you like, I think as a kid though,
yeah,
I remember enjoying 2 more. But then as an adult, you just look back and go, yeah, there's more. One's got a lot more to say.
Well, there's
than 2. Number 5, Aliens. I have Aliens higher. I have Aliens in top 3.
Bloody hell.
No, you got to say, okay,
it is
it's
very
sci-fi, it's horror, but it's so much action, so many guns.
Yeah.
It's just so much attention.
So many times.
Probably one of my top 3 films of all time.
What?
4, Raiders of the Lost Ark, number 4. So. Predator, Terminator.
Was there a Carry On film in the 80s?
Carry On action, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4. Okay.
Well, at least these are action films. That's something.
So we know Predator and Terminator are going to be in there. The third film, I can't think what that would be.
Are they though?
Number 3. Well, they should be. Number 3 is Terminator. Yeah,
there's definitely more action. Commando.
Another one of I'm almost embarrassed to say that in my top 5 movies of all time, Arnie's in like 3 of them. So it's like, I can't help it. Terminator 1, 2,
big muscly men.
Predator. I'm Predator.
Oh yeah,
Remember
that? Die Hard #1. Yeah.
Oh, Die Hard. That's the missing film, of course.
Is it though?
Yeah, so Terminator #3.
The mystery guest.
So it's Predator and Die Hard left. And #2 is Die Hard.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's no Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, Die Hard 2. What the fuck? Oh yeah, Predator #1 then.
Yeah.
I guess it's the Manly Men. So how many female-led action films were in this list?
None. No. Aliens.
Aliens, maybe count. But yeah, as the star, I guess she was. Maybe Ghostbusters 2.
And #1 Predator. Yeah, I mean, I love Die Hard, but I'd much prefer Predator to Die Hard.
Yeah, if I'm gonna watch a film,
Predator,
unless it's Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, Predator. It's not a Christmas movie. In the chat now. Yeah, in the chat, let us know.
Yeah,
Is it a Christmas movie? I say no. Okay, let's get back into the chat. I don't think it's a Christmas movie. I'm just gonna say. Did it come out at Christmas?
No. I think it did in the UK. I think it was summer in America and Christmas in the UK.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's get back into the chat for the final 10 minutes.
You got a lot of upset people to calm down.
I tolerate Never Say Never Again because of Big Sean. The other unofficial Bond films don't even.
Yeah,
well,
that's about right.
What is that? I didn't know there was any other unofficial Bond films.
Casino Royale with Woody Allen.
Oh yeah, with Woody Allen. I thought the Casino Royale movie was from I thought there was the one with David Niven from the 60s.
Yeah, David. Oh yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah, David Niven, Woody Allen. There's a few other people in
it. 51 for License to Kill. I'm hitting the Southern Comfort tonight. Forest Warrior is Latter-day Norris. It's a family-friendly eco-action movie.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah,
Forest Warrior.
His version of On Deadly Ground. Yeah, so
there haven't been any Walter Hill movie ones. Did you have there? There wasn't any Walter Hill, was there?
Yes, 48 Hours.
There's no way.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever did this knows
3 ninja films
the domination.
On this list. When you had Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Streets of Fire, maybe. Raw Deal, yes. Extreme Prejudice as well. That wasn't on the list, was it? No.
Was that? And loved it.
The one before was it Extreme Prejudice? Novelty one. Yeah, there's no action.
Get the feeling all the action.
Yeah. I think it was cinema releases only, maybe.
Beverly Hills Cop better be #3. Martin Brest is his least favorite spot.
Where was it? 20s thing, wasn't it?
You seen?
Nothing is over.
Some of these lists feel the problem. Like I have ranted about this before on the street. Modern journalism is dead online.
Well, yes.
I think you have to pay for it. Really, to be fair, to get
that
good
is true.
Journalism. You think you have to pay because the stuff you get on, especially if you look at the shit that if you take your phone and you swipe right, and you get all like articles related to what you're interested in. You know, if you've got your home screen, you swipe right, you get like sort of like takes you, and it's just absolute garbage. It's just well, that's probably because you got that on your cookies. But like in terms of like good quality, if anybody can recommend like websites with good, certainly like pop culture websites with quality journalism, which is free. I'm not reading that shit. Woke lefty shit.
Pick up the copy of the Sun while you go to the news agent.
Yeah, if anybody can recommend, like, I mean, it's because if you look at like in terms of like horror websites, like Bloody Disgusting's kind of like the main one. It's not good journalism. The articles aren't well written. It's just it's good. It's just so bad now. And
some interesting.
I think back in the day, I think back in like the 2000s, the quality of writing on the internet was so much better than what it is now. But it's just delayed. Everything's just getting clicks, and you can't go on if you go on a fucking website now. it's a minefield. Unless you're putting something like an ad blocker on, it's just everything's just
exactly. As your list had ads playing, videos popped up.
Well, yeah.
Buy it here, buy the video here, buy this film there, rent it here.
Gotta cut the Superman 2 better.
I didn't enjoy it when I saw it, but because I think I like the fun bits of the Superman 2. Oh,
I've never been a fan of any of the Superman movies. Fucking legs. I've never been a Superman guy in general. The character was always hokey, too clean cut for me. I guess like Superman, the character, if you're American, maybe it's you might have a slightly different opinion of him, because he's very much. He means a lot more to America than he does to the rest of the world, because he's kind of is meant to be like
the red, white, and blue,
that clean cut American. Yeah, so I guess it could be come across a little bit hokey, especially if you are in the States. Yeah, I mean, Superman now. If they make Superman now, like if they make it in 2026, he's probably going to be a communist with a fucking Palestine flag or something. I don't know. He lives in California. Mad Max 2 has to be on here. It's still my favorite Mad Max movie.
Yes.
Yeah, the Road Warrior.
That's a piss poor picture.
I'd
be
Rambo 3 in the top 50.
Yeah, with this list, we're lucky Rambo 3 is in the top 50.
I'm sure these lists are made just to piss people off.
Yes, these are trigger warnings. Yeah, that's it.
But all the shit Richard Lester took on Superman 2, I'd say this is hard grapple, but it has to be a fancy flying. Destroyed is good fun as long as you don't think it's a sequel. Yeah, because Barbarian wasn't in that list, was it?
No, I guess it's not. Has less action than Ghostbusters or Witness.
Conan the Barbarian is a masterpiece. Destroyer's great fucking things.
There you go.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Before Terminator did Destroyer. Yeah. He was probably even like as big as he was in Terminator. He probably actually bulked down a little bit because he was enormous in the Conan movie.
He is massive.
He probably had to just. He's huge.
The things he could do to that blonde chick.
Yeah. While Arnold did the Destroyer, Cameron wrote his first draft of Aliens.
Yeah, he had to wait for Arnie.
You what, mate? Love Beyond Thunderdome as well. The first Max film I saw. Beyond Thunderdome, love it. Who Ruled Bartertown? Furiosa is okay, but it's too long. Yeah, it's too long. Why did they do it?
Everyone, they're all
2.5 hours.
Yeah, for an action film, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you can't I mean, I'm pretty sure Mad Max and Road Warrior were 1 hour 40. Tops. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't quote me on that, but minutes. I can't imagine that. Yeah, and Mad Max, the first movie, is probably about the same length. Graphic are amazing. Should be higher. We don't need another hero.
Gotta sing it. There we go.
I can't sing it. Going to Destroy is the main reason why Arnold never returned for any of the Predator sequels. I love Fury Road. I'll save my thoughts on Furiosa until my Wednesday show.
Oh, okay. It doesn't. I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah, it's
Kickboxer now we're talking. Kickboxer deserves it. Yeah.
Miley, good fuck.
Mad Max 2 was the go-to for me. Thunderdome was best forgotten in the piles of pig shit and swine.
Yeah.
Kickboxer is also more martial arts, but okay, still love it though.
I guess kicking people in the face is actually.
Van Damme over Seagal. I don't think me and Sean are good at anything. I think if I said it was nighttime, Sean would say it was the morning. Sure he would.
Careful now.
Van Damme was a bigger star than Seagal. Does the box office back that up though? Because I would say that in the early 90s, I'd say did Van Damme have a movie as big as Under Siege? I don't think he did.
Universal Soldier did very well.
Under Siege. Did it? Compared to Under Siege? Now, Under Siege, I remember getting...
I think now. Street Fighter.
Could be your homework. That could be your homework, Gareth.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sure someone in the chat can look that up now. Did Under Siege make more money than Universal Soldier?
I thought I'll do a special video. The budget, the grosses of all the films from up to 2000 for you.
Double Impact was not on the list.
Yes,
I love Double Impact.
Oh, that's that 90s though, isn't it?
Van Damme has a karate record, so he's definitely legit.
Yeah, he was legit.
I mean, I wasn't sure. I'd only heard stories that Van Damme because he was a ballet dancer, wasn't he? Before
Well, he was. Yeah, he did dancing. Yeah, he did, and to make him limber.
Seagal's never been in a real fighting Van Damme competed in tournament.
Yeah, he ran away from the fight with was it Van Damme that would have been at Stallone's house, wasn't it?
Seagal did a string of solid action movies. Van Damme occasionally dipped with Cackle Black Eagle and Street Fighter.
Black Eagle was before he was famous. That kind of.
You might mean Kelly McGillis, yeah. Yeah, did I say Kelly LeBrock? I did.
No, you said Kelly LeBrock. And who was it?
I was talking about Kathleen Turner, but I think I meant Kelly McGillis. I was talking about people who had Kelly LeBrock has had too much plastic surgery, but Kelly McGillis hasn't had any plastic surgery, so it's just
And Heather Thomas from Full Day.
Seagal never did an action film as good as Hard Target.
Oh, yes, Hard Target did very well.
Under Siege, I still prefer Under Siege to any Van Damme film. I've got to be fair. She hasn't had any enhancements, hence why they did the letter to Top Gun 2. Yeah, it would have been a bit odd if she was playing a love interest of Tom Cruise, who still looks like pretty good for like 62. Van Damme has a competitive point karate record. He wasn't facing top competition, but it's something.
Yeah.
What's up, Cliff, by the way? Working too hard trying to make a living.
Song.
Out for Justice, come close though, but we'll take Hard Target over it.
Oh yes. Big.
Yay, Cobra. I love Roddy Piper. You have to watch some of his later films. I got a handle on the acting thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him in WWF, but like I say, he was one of the earliest, like almost before. I want to say he made a movie before.
Rocky 3, wasn't it?
Hogan. But he was not really. He wasn't carrying that movie the way Piper was.
No, it was. I
mean,
No Holds Barred.
Suburban Commando.
Suburban.
Yeah. I mean, Suburban Commando was the first movie.
No, it is 80s. That one.
I think about 19.
Oh no, it's on my Freddy's head.
Yeah,
it's so early 90s. Hopefully.
Got to use Sisters
I
for
emailed
Pizza.
them about that.
Yeah.
Marion Cobretti also. Alice.
It's not the one with Brian James with strange accents.
Yeah, there you go.
Finally, a whole movie. This list is.
That's not the worst thing he says about this list.
I've never been a fan of any of the Karate Kid films. New Sheriff in his dad, his name is Reggie Hammond. 48 Hours, which had the original actor who played Hicks in Aliens, James Remore. He got fired for doing drugs.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the Karate Kid, and I'll have to rewatch them.
All four and the remake.
I like Karate Kid well enough. I was never a fanboy for movies. I've not seen any of Cobra Kai either. I've never seen Cobra Kai either. Everybody.
It's all about the kids.
Yeah. It's like up to season 4 now, is it, or something?
Yeah, I think 5 is coming out soon.
Haven't watched the new Beverly Hills Cop trailer, but was very unimpressed with the new. I've not watched the trailer for Beetlejuice 2.
No, I don't watch trailers anymore.
I might just.
Yes, those two.
Don Wilson, yes.
I need to match it, Don Wilson.
So I've got a BHC4.
Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Okay.
Yeah, new one.
I think Karate Kid's a lovely film.
Yeah.
Made some nice stuff.
Swine
Town. The picture was Terry Tays and Miller need the better script writer France. Terrible film. No, I was a Highlander fanboy.
Oh, he is a fanboy. Yes, there we go. So you don't know shit. The chat has spoken.
Bollocks to Plan more Slides. All Rockies are great for me. I've not seen the one with Tommy Morrison, is it? I think it's Rocky 5.
Oh, Rocky
the guy
5,
who's actually a professional boxer. I've never seen that one.
Shame.
No points about this season. To be fair, Miller didn't really do much on the directing on this one. That one, I was too cut up about Brian Kennedy's death. I believe he only directed Second Unit. Didn't realise the cause of Tony Scott's passing until I googled it recently. I didn't know what is the cause of Tony Scott's passing.
I think it was a bridge incident, wasn't it?
This was the
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner is one of my favorites. But
It is a great film, but
shit,
it doesn't belong on this list.
A bit underwhelmed by the new BJ trailer. BJ sounds like an interesting film.
Is it a remake of BJ and the Bear?
Blade Runner is a masterpiece, but I think it's more sci-fi noir.
Yeah.
Red Dawn, to be fair, has lots of action. Rambo 2 was in the Guinness Book of Records as well. Yes. Was that one of the most?
It was the most expensive film.
One of the most violent films as well. Was it? Jesus.
Yeah. $70 million back then.
Oh, right, okay. It must have jumped up quick because I'm sure Terminator 2 was 200 million, and that was only about 3 or 4 years later. But I think Terminator 2 was $200 million to make, or was it 100 million? It could have been 100 million.
I think it was 100. I think it was the first $100 million film.
Oh, okay. I think Red Dawn was first PG-13. Actually,
Red Dawn was the first PG-13, and then it was it Gremlins? I think Red Dawn came out a week earlier.
It just looks too up close and friendly in the trailer. I'm sure we're all missing Jeffrey Jones. Barry Norman compiled this list.
It was Mike.
Oh shit! I've gone too far again.
The New to the Juice.
Haven't enjoyed the Burton movie since the original Beetlejuice. I'm not a fan of Tim Burton. I think he's a bit too not for me. Very dark ending. Loved the Untouchables, but not action.
Not action.
I adored it. Very entertaining film.
Untouchables was great.
Yeah. Goonies, never say die, Mike. I knew he'd disagree with me.
Mikey.
Like how he's kept the sandworms looking like crappy B-movie creatures. Think they're still CGI though.
Probably, yeah. They're not going to. See. See.
Needs to be
scroll to the end of the list. See who did this. It's got to be.
Love Bloodsport. I'm going full on. The Goonies overrated shit. I wouldn't say overrated, but it's I don't think it's as great as what people make out.
No Monster Squad.
Only got a number so Raw Deal didn't get a look in, neither did Red Heat.
No. I would have put one of those over Running Man, maybe, but
I was more concerned about the script with Max 3 lacking depth and precision. Only the action sequence made up for any absence.
Yeah, because the middle bit with the kids is where it really takes a dive.
The Roadhouse remake is wank. How's Commando?
Commando was 20 or something silly.
They're 11, I think.
Oh, sorry.
He was number 11.
I was too angry to
Rocky 4, my personal favorite. So Rocky 2 must have been Rocky 2 must have been a 70s movie then, because that wasn't in the list.
You don't want to upset Michael Myers.
I know he might come and kill me. Love Rocky 4, but prefer the director's cut these days. Action, maybe it's the type of them acting. I love Batman, but again, not action.
Oh shit!
To be burnt.
Do we need to send help?
Talking. I think most top 20 are Schwarzenegger films. Yeah, Escaping New York is it's not balls to the wall action,
isn't but on action film. Would you just think?
What's up, Jamie? Escaping New York, with the action highlights is snake shooting up a wall. Temple of Doom is the best according to Cliff. Star Wars.
They're all three.
I disagree, Bonson. Indiana Jones, definitely action adventure. Road Warrior should be top 5.
If you're talking action, that whole film is an hour of action. Yeah, hang on. That is a good point.
Wish 3?
Death Wish 2 is on there, but not Death Wish 3. This list is pants.
Yeah, RoboCop should be top 10, definitely. Definitely not. This is Bullocks.
This is Bullocks. First Schwarzenegger, I know Burt Reynolds. Lethal Weapon 2.
Lethal Weapon 2, my personal favourite of the series.
Yeah.
Diplomatic Immunity. That was my South African accent, by the way.
I thought it was Welsh for a second.
It sounded a bit more Welsh than South African.
Yeah.
Die Hard is very predictably going to be number
No,
one.
but not.
Nearly. Either Die Hard or Predator, one of the two.
No Predator. Yeah. Dr. Impossible called
Let
it.
off some steam,
There we go.
Bennett. That's
He
my
didn't like it when
Arnie
you said that,
impression.
Jeff. So.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, am I right, Gareth? Seagull only had 180s.
Yes, I guess. I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hard to
really,
Kill
unless the Out for Justice wasn't in there, so.
I think that was 90. Because, yeah, like we said, I should have known that Die Hard.
I thought Out for
was
Justice was 89.
Die Hard came out in the UK in February 89, so. And July in America, so. Oh, 88.
So Out for Justice was 1990. Out for Justice is 89. I'm calling it now. In the US, at least.
Oh, Out for Justice. 91.
Is it? Fucking hell. So what about, hang on, which one? What about Hard to Kill?
That's 90.
Okay.
See, I thought that was.
I must have been getting mixed up with Hard to Kill.
Yeah, Mark for Death.
Indiana Jones Lost Case film. It's the second highest grossing film of 89.
89 being the next 2 months on my channel.
Lethal Weapon 2 is the best in the series, in my opinion. Best toilet scene in history. Predator has got to be here somewhere.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Total Recall is my favourite non-series Arnie film, but it missed the
it was 90.
Yeah, it was 1990. Yeah.
So yeah, Above the Law, 1988, and then his next film was Hard to Kill, 1990. So yeah, only one film for Seagal in the 80s. Oh, I saw Die Hard at the cinema at Christmas as well. It was amazing.
So it was released at Christmas then in the UK as well.
No, in February in the UK. But it was this last Christmas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In the cinema.
I gave you my heart.
Yeah. I'm still on it.
But Terminator 2 is my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite. Terminator 2 is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, McTiernan.
My top 5 80s action films: Predator, Aliens, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Die Hard, and Lethal Weapon 2. Too bad Martina can't get away. I think he's got one more movie.
Hollywood don't trust him no more.
It's a excuse to go into this to watch it every year in the family room. So it's a Christmas movie in this house. What's up, Total Movie Recall? No one talks about Die Hard 2 being a Christmas movie. That one at least had snow.
Yes, it does.
Fair point. I guess with Die Hard 1 being set in Los Angeles, it's probably that's probably what makes it feel less like a Texas.
Yeah, Dark Angels in Christmas in LA, and what's the other one? I'm trying to think. There's another one. I don't know. Invasion USA. Where's that? That's in the South.
Black Rain should have taken the soft spot in this. Black Rain, that's a good.
Yeah, that's got better action than probably.
I think that's 89, I think, or 88.
Yeah, 88. Yeah, 88.
Under Siege was huge. Don't think. Yes.
Ooh,
thank you, Michael.
Fine, I will do a video on it. Based on IMDb.
Under Siege was by far Seagal's biggest scope of early starting. It was one of the top hits of 1992, but Van Damme had more success overall.
Yeah, it did have any other. Hang on. What year did we say Under Siege was?
92. Yeah, peak of that Under Siege.
Oh, Under Siege was the number 13 film of the year. What did Van Damme have that year?
No, you're meant to be looking at Universal Soldier.
Oh, where? What year
was that? That was
91, wasn't it?
1990, was it? 91?
Well, it's 83 for Under Siege. It would have been easier just to look it up. Way off. Feck it. Yes, Tommy Robinson didn't fare as well either. Yeah, no, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, no bit. Yeah, that is surprising.
92.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
91.
Universal Soldier only grossed 36 to.
Well, there you go. I think someone owes me an apology.
Fuck off. I'm
Destroy
sorry.
been on the list, but not barbarian. It's just bizarre. Yeah, that is fucked up.
Oh, yes.
Destroy was on the list, but not barbarian. That's nuts. Barbarian is clearly the better film. It snowed Prince and Paper in the first Die Hard. Yeah, the Cobra was also.
Yes, Cobra. That's the other
festive season.
Yeah, it's over here. It's the Christmas one.
I haven't seen Le Brock and Donkey Shears. Just seen her on Google Image. Jesus, I just spilt my sucking comfort.
Ooh, there's Posh.
Don't think there was any Dolph Lundgren. No, there wasn't.
That's it. Yeah. View to a Kill was there? There wasn't.
Seagal's last big screen starting role was Half Past Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Robinson. I think he died of AIDS, didn't he?
That's it. Yeah. I don't know if it was.
Under Siege made $156 million US. Yeah. So basically, Under Siege made a lot more money. Mike and Gareth, why don't you do a definitive action list of 80s and 90s?
You won't know half the fucking films I mentioned.
Under Siege, I think, did 150 million. Anyway, we're caught up with the chat at last. Chat's been wild tonight. Absolutely bouncing chat. I think we had like 18 people in the chat at one point. So I'm going to have to use Gareth as my cash cow for going forward now. So Gareth's going to have to take part in these every few weeks now.
It was a list of films that wouldn't have The Thing or Halloween at number one.
No. Yeah, I've got to do something similar with the word slasher in or sci-fi.
Action slashers. Let's go.
Anyway, that went on way longer than I was expecting because the chat was just crazy.
Oh, shit, yeah.
God damn it. For everybody who jumped on board, I can't even speak properly. I've fallen over my words tonight. For everybody who jumped on board tonight, thank you so much. Yeah, everybody had an opinion. Most people had the opinion that it was a terrible list, which I fully agree with. But,
maybe that's what brought people in the anger.
It was something to laugh at. Yeah. But thank you for Gareth for jumping on. You want to give your channel a little plug? Because I know you're live tomorrow night. So
yes, me and Jeff are doing GoldenEye. And then I think Tuesday I'm doing Smokey and the Bandit 3. So it's a bit of a drop in quality. But
there's an even bigger drop in quality, I think, next Sunday, is it?
Halloween 5.
Have you got it? Yeah. So all you Halloween 5 fans, next Sunday on Gareth's channel, we'll be doing a live commentary. He asked for a film from 1989, so I obliged.
The 200 films came out in the cinema in 1989. And we're doing Halloween 5.
One of the best ones.
Oh, this time next week.
Yeah. So, anyway, thank you for everyone jumping on board tonight. Much appreciated. Gareth, once again, pleasure.
That's all right.
And I will see you over on Gareth's channel next Sunday. Good night.
If you can be bothered.
Yeah.